Oh my god, guys, I have done it. Yeah! Hell yeah. Hey there guys, Erica here from Highway49RC. This is episode 7.5 of the water-cooled splash series because I didn't want to deal with the wiring of the relay and the voltage regulator on camera with you guys in the last episode. It was actually a lot less painless than I anticipated. Wait, no, less painful than I anticipated. I probably could have combined it with that, but I thought it was going to be a lot worse. And it more or less went pretty smoothly. The wiring is about as good as it's going to get. It's pretty much a rat's nest. Got the relay tucked in here, down underneath. That's got a little mounting bracket on it, which is nice. Got the voltage regulator on top of my receiver box. And just all the connections up top there. I'm quite happy with the way it turned out. But it certainly did take some head scratching. Like when it came to the wiring, I actually had to draw myself a schematic because I just couldn't keep track of in my head where all the different connectors needed to go, what stuff needed to be tied together, what stuff had to go to the relay and to the voltage regulator and then back to the servo switch, and it was a big old mess. With all that said, I still have the schematic that I drew on my whiteboard, so I figured I'd show that to you guys and help you understand exactly what the relay is doing in the circuit and how I have it rigged up. Alright class, quiet down, quiet down. It's time to pay attention now. Alright, so up top, we've got the battery. Negative side, of course, goes to ground. Positive side comes over to my servo switch. This I made... I don't remember what episode. It wasn't actually an episode, but this is triggered or turned on from my receiver. So my receiver, when I flip the switch on my radio, sends a signal to the servo switch, and that connects this wire, which sends power to the trigger side of the relay. If you don't know what a relay does, essentially you've got two circuits. The one on this side and the one on this side. When you have power to the low voltage side, it turns on a coil which closes the high voltage side. So basically you can have a low voltage trigger to turn on a high voltage source. Out of my servo switch, when that gets turned on by the receiver, that turns the, I think it's called the secondary side of the relay, which is the coil. And that trips the primary side to close, which completes the circuit from my battery, bringing 12 volts to my voltage regulator. Now my voltage regulator is adjustable. It will take up to 24 volts in, and you can adjust the output. So I adjusted it to 8 volts out. Negative side of that, of course, goes to ground. The output of that goes to my fans. Positive, of course, to positive, and ground goes, where it belongs. The dotted box here, that is just signifying where it's 8 volts versus 12, because everything else on this is 12 volts. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, part of it is drawn incorrectly, so let me fix that real quick. Part that is incorrect is right here at the pump. The pump needs to get hooked in after the relay. The pump needs to be after the relay because it needs to be able to be turned off and on by the relay, which before it would have just been always on. But this is how it's set up. And so then also out of the relay I've got 12 volts going over to my pump, ground to ground. That pretty much covers it. Hopefully that makes sense. The circled grounds here in whatever that is, blue or purple, those I circled to help myself figure out where everything is being tied together. They all are getting tied together here at the negative side of the relay. So basically these 4 grounds are getting spliced together and connected right there. So, in review, receiver gets a signal from my radio. That signal goes over to my servo switch, which turns on. That goes over to my relay, which triggers it to turn on and close the primary side. part of that goes straight to my pump, which is 12 volts. And the other part of it goes to my voltage regulator, which I have set to 8 volts. And that outputs to my fans. This portion of the circuit is all 8 volts, whereas everything else is 12. Well, I think that's about all I got to say about this, you guys. I wanted to cover this in a video because it is a pretty integral part of the cooling system. And I gotta say, I'm actually pretty proud that I, on my own, figured out a good way to use a relay. So I'm pretty happy about that. Overall, really happy with the way it's turned out. Turns on and off so nicely. And I don't have to worry about any sort of high current flow through anything that can't handle it, which is awesome. With that, you guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If this does happen to be the first video that you have seen by me, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, because there is always cool stuff like this happening on my channel. Please leave a like, that'd be absolutely awesome. Make sure you check out my Instagram at Highway49_RC, join the Discord server, support me on Patreon if you can, and if you want to help support the making of these videos, consider becoming a member. That'd be pretty cool. Links, as always, are in the description down below. Make sure you leave a comment too while you're down there. And with that, you guys, thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.